Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our 2001 and 2003 season here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for race number 21. Rusty Wallace started on pole and has already got up to the jump and into the lead here ahead of Dale Jarrett and Jeff Gordon right back there in third. Jeff Gordon, of course, your Winston Cup points leader, really dominating this season. Rusty Wallace has been very consistent, but only has his one win at Talladega to his name. Then you got Dale Jarrett, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Burton, the rest of the top five here in the Brickyard 400, one of the crown jewel races of this season. As Rusty Wallace now makes his way towards turn 4 here to lead this opening lap of racing as they continue to be aggressive behind it. Matt Kenseth, Jeff Burton, the Roush car is trying to run well, but Rusty Wallace will lead the opening lap of racing here in Indianapolis, and he looks to have a very fast Ford Taurus for Roger Penske. Then Dale Jarrett's in second, but Jeff Gordon continues to apply heavy pressure to try to take that second position and bring his way up to the front of the field. As we continue on, see Rusty leading the way here. Jeff Gordon right there in second, Jarrett there in third. As Rusty Wallace continues to lead down the back straightaway here in Indianapolis, looking to conclude leading up the first 2 laps of racing. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is now caught on to the back of Dale Jarrett and Jeff Gordon here at Indy as they now make their way through turn 3, approaching turn 4. Rusty Wallace trying to make something happen here as they race back to the line. Rusty Wallace will lead early here in the Brickyard 400. Now we move on to a restart here on lap 8 now. After a lot of cars out of this race, Robbie Gordon, Jeremy Mayfield, Mike Wallace, among others. Ricky Craven stays out on the racetrack to take the lead in his PPI Motorsports Ford, the Tide Ride, and now instantly he has already been passed by the top 2. Rusty Wallace right back into the race lead. Jeff Gordon in second, Dale Jarrett in the third. As Craven now is going to start dropping like a rock, as he clearly has nowhere near the pace that your front runners and contenders for the win have here, as they just go flying right by him here down the back stretch, sending him right back towards the back of the field as he continues to get eaten up here slowly, bit by bit. As now he's already fallen down to like 7th or 8th place, but Rusty Wallace will lead here at Indy. And now we move on to another restart after another wreck that's taking out Jerry Nadeau and Kyle Petty, it looks like. As we get back underway here on lap 39. Approaching the 1/4 mark of the way through this race, Rusty Wallace leads. Tony Stewart has found his way into second. Dale Jarrett remains right up in contention in third. Sterling Marlin fourth. Dale Jr. is fifth. How about Kevin Harvick up here in contention? Johnny Benson, Mark Martin having a great running for his second top 10 in a row and his third on the season, looking to get some momentum. But Bobby Labonte here, that number 18, is 1 lap down. Oh, and in the wall! John Andretti and Dale Earnhardt Jr. are in the wall in the background. Problems for one of your contenders for the win, Dale Earnhardt Jr. He was having a very good run here inside the top 10, and John Andretti just comes up, and both they go up into the wall. Contact damaged is Earnhardt and Andretti's. Both into the wall they go, costing Dale Jr. some valuable positions as he had just got his way up in the really contention in the points, and now he's hard into the wall with John Andretti losing tons of positions as the whole field tries to navigate their way through. Bill Elliott somehow makes it through without wrecking, but he cost himself a couple spots. But Jr. now damaged, dropping like through the field like a rock. John Andretti as well, and huge damage to these guys. It's not the way they wanted to see their day going here at the quarterway point. As back towards the front of the field, it continues to be Rusty Wallace leading the Brickyard 400. Really seems to have the car to beat today. And now we're going to move on. John Andretti has blown an engine just a couple laps after that incident. Here on lap 42, he has crashed harder now, has completely torched his engine here. 3 laps after his incident with Dale Earnhardt Jr. That 43 Dodge is destroyed. John Andretti will be out of this race completely. He is done. We will not be seeing him again today. But Rusty Wallace leads the field down the pit lane. And now we're going to get back underway. Tony Stewart leading the field on this restart here. It looks like Johnny Trey was involved in an accident with Hut Strickland, Todd Bodine, and Jimmy Spencer. So that'll mean both Kmart cars must have been wrecked with Mr. Andretti. But as Tony Stewart leads the field back here on the street circuit, as we are back underway on lap 54 with 107 laps to go. Stewart leads. Rusty Wallace and Ricky Rudd battle for the second position as Sterling Marlin holds fourth. Dale Jarrett right now is running in the fifth position. As now Tony Stewart looks to really pull away here, but Ricky Rudd is there in second. Bobby Labonte still, unfortunately for him, one lap down here in the number 18 Interstate Batteries Pontiac, and will not really be in contention for the rest of this race. But Tony Stewart, there, his teammate, who just got that breakthrough win, beating Jeff Gordon last episode in Pocono. Big breakthrough for Tony Stewart there. He's found victory lane. But the two Yates cars running second and third, they've also been very strong in the big tracks this year. Here we are now, 106 to go, lap 55. Continues to be Tony Stewart leading. See back here throughout the pack, everyone seems to be keeping it straight, not causing any incidents back here. As we look back towards the front of the field here, Tony Stewart all of a sudden he's been booted out of the way, but Ricky Rudd now leads over Dale Jarrett second. And here comes Sterling Marlin looking to take third place as they just passed Tony Stewart fair and square. Tony Stewart got basically screwed by his own teammate Bobby Labonte, who tried to pass him there, and so that basically allowed the whole inside lane to go right by Tony Stewart. And now it's the two Robert Yates cars looking for another 1-2 like they got at the first Pocono race earlier this year, with Ricky Rudd looking for his third win of the season. Dale Jarrett doing the same. Here we go. 105 laps to go at Indianapolis. Ricky Rudd leads the way. And now we're going to move on to about halfway point in this race, coming to 80 to go. Sterling Marlin has now taken the lead from the Yates duo of Jarrett and Rudd. So now Sterling Marlin looks to get himself his third win of the season here for Chip Ganassi Racing in that Silver Bullet Dodge Coors Light machine. Sterling Marlin leads at the halfway point here at Indianapolis. And now we are going to move on to 3 laps to go. Now here we are, 2 to go in the Brickyard 400 for Sterling Marlin. He has ran away with this race ever since he took the lead, and now has a comfortable, almost pretty much 3.2 second lead here over Jeff Gordon, looking for another back-to-back runner-up finishes. Ricky Rudd is in third. Kevin Harvick runs fourth. Jeff Burton runs fifth. Dale Jarrett is sixth. Tony Stewart seventh. Mark Martin, very respectable eighth. Johnny Benson ninth, and Ward Burton rounds out your top 10 for the moment. As Sterling Marlin now coming to take the white flag this time by to get his third win of the season. Of course, he's been a championship contender all year long. He has been very strong, showing a lot of speed. Now he's really starting to try to get up there in the points here with some good runs. Obviously, notably absent from the top 10, Rusty Wallace. He suffered some sort of, he's still in the race, but he's just dropped down through the field. As here we are, a white flag, final lap for Sterling Marlin in the Brickyard 400. Looking for that third win of the season and his first win in the Brickyard 400, one of the most prestigious races on the NASCAR Winston Cup Series schedule, as he tries to put himself into the championship conversation, which has been dominated by Jeff Gordon and Rusty Wallace all season, with Kevin Harvick emerging as of late. Oh, there's some sand or dirt, grass there here down the backstretch seems to be in the way. Some kind of issue as we look to see what happened. Maybe Bobby Hamilton. Apparently not. It wasn't him. As we look even further ahead here, see who it was. Really don't see any culprits here of who it possibly could be. Nope, it's not Casey Atwood. Move up further. Still don't see anybody. Maybe Mike Skinner, maybe? No, not Dale Dreams. We continue to find who caused this, like who possibly made something. It looks like maybe it was the 30 machine of Jeff Green in the AOL Chevrolet for Richard Childress. He is mowed down the grass there as he was making his way down pit road, so nothing really notable. Just wasting my time there looking to see who it was. Now we're going to skip forward a little bit to where Sterling Marlin was down the back straightaway. So here we go, Sterling Marlin down the back stretch for the final time here in Indianapolis, looking to get a W, his third for the season for Chip Ganassi Racing. This will be the fourth win in Dodge's return. Of course, Bill Elliott won at Daytona, and Sterling Marlin has won twice before this season and now looking to make it a third time. As through turn 4 for the final time, he is going to do it. Down the front straightaway, Sterling Marlin is going to get it done. Sterling Marlin going to win the Brickyard 400 here in Indianapolis. And your runner-up will be Jeff Gordon. Ricky Rudd will finish third. Jeff Burton fourth. Harvick fifth. 6th place will be Dale Jarrett's number 88. Tony Stewart will be 7th. Mark Martin, his second top 10 in a row, in 8th. Johnny Benson, 9th. And to round out your top 10, Ward Burton's number 22 Pontiac will bring home the 10th position. So a big win here for Sterling Marlin, getting Dodge to victory lane in the Brickyard 400, one of the most prestigious events of the season here in 2001. See the race results on the left side of your screen. Rusty Wallace fell all the way to 11th place in the final running order after really dominating the race. See all the DNFs. Now, point standings, Jeff Gordon extends his lead over Kevin Harvick now to 153 points. Rusty Wallace is third in the points. Bobby Labonte 4th. Ricky Rudd up to 5th in the points, passing Dale Jr., who drops to 6th in the points. Then Dale Jarrett, Jeff Burton, and now 9th place Sterling Marlin and Johnny Benson round out your top 10 in the points. Tony Stewart, Bobby Hamilton, Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Spencer, Kenny Schrader, Dave Blaney, Bill Elliott, Jerry Nadeau, Ricky Craven, and Steve Park round out your top 20 in the points. So until next episode, I hope you all have a good one.